Morning. Here we are at the start of day 3, and today, if all goes well, we're going to get to the Thames at Richmond, doing sections 5 and 6 of the Capital Ring. So let's go. The Capital Ring is a 78-mile walk around Greater London, crossing the Thames at Woolwich and Richmond, and is in 15 sections. Today we'll be doing sections 5 and 6 through Wimbledon Park, over Wimbledon Common and Richmond Park, to end up on the Thames at Richmond.
Yeah, we do Richmond Park.
And this mosque, believe it or not, is a pumping station. Southwark and Vauxhall Water Company, it says. Just going past the Tootingbeck Lido in Wandsworth, across from Streatham to Wandsworth. Still one of the largest swimming pools in Europe, built in 1906 and rebuilt in 1936. We don't go in there, we head this way, across Tootingbeck Common. Walking along these lovely residential streets, getting deeper and deeper into Balham, or Balham to my American subscribers, gateway to the south. And here we are in Balham High Street, the true epicentre of Balham. And out of those lovely residential streets onto Wandsworth Common, that's in bits, transected by railways and roads as it is. So we'll be crossing little bits of Wandsworth Common back into a little bit of urban countryside now. I do like this walk with its mixture of urban and semi-urban parks. Thoroughly recommend it. HM Prison Wandsworth.
Built in 1851.
Built in 1851, Judith has just said.
As the Surrey House of Correction.
As the Surrey House of Correction, she's also just said.
Former inmates include Oscar Wilde in 1895 in prison for homosexuality. In 1963, the great train robber Ronnie Biggs, until his notorious escape in 1965.
Here's the River Wandle, supposedly one of London's fastest flowing rivers. There you are, Wimbledon Park station, end of section 5. Unfortunately, section 6 continues in this direction, up that steep hill. Oh well, coffee stop soon, I think. Reprieved by the sign. We go down here instead. Haha. And into Wimbledon Park, one of the oldest of London's parks, dating back to the 16th century and redesigned in the mid-18th century by the famous Capability Brown. Well, this isn't the Wimbledon, but we are very close to it. A nice cup of coffee and a pack of Walker's crisps, all the way from Leicester, and we're off across Wimbledon Park. And into Putney Heath, and then onwards to Wimbledon Common. And here we have one of the few remaining examples of a post mill, which is a windmill where all the machinery rotated around a single post to point into the wind. There is a ruined one just by Woodhouse Eaves, but obviously this one allegedly still works. I'm talking quietly because we're approaching Queensmere, which is where the Wombles of Wimbledon Common tend to congregate. I don't want to scare them off, although I can't see any at the moment. Maybe because it's a bit cold. There's plenty of litter though, so they should really be out and about.
Underground, overground, wombling free, the Wombles of Wimbledon Common are we, making good use of the things that we find, things that the everyday folk leave behind. That'll do, I'm not singing anymore. Also, because you're
Here we have the Beverley Brook, thought to be Beaver's Brook originally, which goes down to the Thames at Putney. We're now going to follow the Beverley Brook walk for a while. And as the sky turns grey, we walk into the final part of this walk, quite a long part though, into the Royal Park of Richmond, where we may see deer and we may have lunch. Not of deer, so just to clarify that. Now heading uphill towards the intriguingly named Spanker's Wood. Here's the view off the hills down to the Thames. But first, let's find some lunch. Not a bad view for a lunch stop, even if they've only got scones and pieces of cake left. Oh well. King Henry's Mound, which is where King Henry VIII is said to have waited for a flare to tell him that Anne Boleyn had been executed. So, heading now into Richmond and the Thames, and the end of section 6 in a short while. Petersham Meadows now, just on the banks of the Thames. I can see boats. Not sure they'll come out on this video. So here we are back at a very different Thames than the one we left at Woolwich. A lot more genteel, with less of that industry than the last time we saw this river. So we'll walk along here for a little bit, and that's the end of section 6. So here we are, end of section 6 of the Capital Ring, Richmond. Tomorrow we'll head on up there, but for now we're going down there to the station, back to London. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along on this walk. Here's to the next one. See you then. For now, goodbye.